Their computers can enhance anything. It could probably zoom into a fly and it can see the fly eating and conversing in their fly language. How? Welcome back to Forensic Friday, and today we're going to talk about CSI versus reality. DNA results are instant. Trust me, they're not instant. And they're difficult to do as well, especially if you don't do it right. We were in the lab and we had to do our own DNA. And so we got like a swab of the inside of the cheek. It's called a buccal cell, I'm pretty sure. And we put it in to different like dyes and like it was so cool. Like we had to use like a centrifuge and everything. But it was not instant. There was not just a machine that you just boop, put it in and wow, you just have like DNA, like evidence, like full like bands for the X and Y chromosome. No, like I'll put a picture up, but like no. It took us 2 days. We like all the like Germany like advanced state that you will start getting out and after that they took us 1 days and we got back. But okay, so my go died like and then for like and like I was like what is this like and I was looking at the which had like read the different times and after that in like 20 minutes then I would leave because like oh this is like I like crazy the bill of life so like this is what I'm going to be like yeah you know like process fully because we didn't have time. Another misconception is that one person does everything. Uh, no. Some people think that like Gil Grissom or like DB Russell does everything in the show, and the same thing will happen in real life. No, no. You have partners, you have subsections, you have segments. I'll literally put up a whole thing on the side right now. This is all the sections of forensic science currently. Yes, current. It keeps expanding. See that wheel? Yeah. Different subsections of forensic science. Not one person does everything. Not possible. No. When people actually go in, especially because like I always talk about the CSI effect because it's a huge thing, it's a major thing. It's like one thing they actually tell you like first lecture, especially like if you're going like into the FBI like Quantico, first lesson in Quantico. This is CSI effect. If you're here because the CSI effect, leave because it's a huge thing and it messes up with your brain. Every crime scene has forensic evidence. I remember I read a book on I don't remember if it was fictional. I think it might be a fictional book. I think it's I Am Pilgrim. I think so. But basically, the person who committed the crime was a forensic scientist. You can imagine what happened. No evidence. Even the evidence they found cannot even be forensically analyzed. Because like sometimes like you have to also like determine different grades of evidence. I'll talk that in another video, but this video I'll just focus on the main pointers, which is that evidence is not always found because sometimes the forensic scientist just like, well, there's nothing here for us, so we gotta go. And yeah, there's nothing for us to do. And that brings me to my next point actually. Forensic scientists are not always on the crime scene. Yeah, like I said, there's subsections. Yeah, those subsections also like require people to stay in different places. So crime scene investigators, they go to the crime scene. Crime scene see, it's in the wording. Forensic scientists, like forensic analysts, they might be in the computer lab. They might be in the actual super lab. Ballistics will stay in the ballistics area. You see what I'm talking about? Not everybody gets to go to a crime scene. Sad, I know. You have to work your way up to that, and you also have to like go into a specific career that you want to do. Another point is DNA solves everything. It solves quite a bit, but not everything. In fact, actually, the first DNA case was a case about a 15-year-old schoolgirl that got raped and murdered in the United Kingdom in England during the 1980s, and that was the first DNA case ever to be solved. So DNA is only really new. To Linda Mann and Don Ashworth, sadly your demise led to a great discovery, but your memories will always live on, and Yeah, one thing I've actually seen on forensic science. Why is your computer so cool? Like composure, composure. Their computers can enhance anything. It could probably zoom into a fly, and it can see the fly eating and conversing in their fly language. How? Do they not understand the degrade? Oh my. What I'm trying to say is computers cannot enhance everything. We have supercomputers. There's a few of them in the world, but like not every single like normal wacky jacky computer like this can just like enhance it any image. The ones like they zoom into like a mirror and like it literally like flips and like it reads like it was like a shotgun shell. Something like I don't even remember. It, all I remember is that episode was wacky and I nearly screamed and shout and let it all out. But like composure, composure.
Composure, lads. Composure.
Forensic science, it's not like that. Criminal investigation, it's not like that. I can literally get somebody from the computer lab in my school tell you that this is whack. Yeah, computers don't enhance everything. I'm sorry. Like if when you zoom in on a picture, I hope you notice that like the pixels, there's only a certain amount of pixels in that space. So you just zoom in on the pixels, and the more you zoom in, they don't magically grow. What's there is there. Another thing that ties back to actually that DNA solved everything is that fingerprints are always found. Sadly, no. People are actually getting like a bit too smart. They're wearing like nitrile gloves and stuff like that, and they're wearing like finger coverings, wax even. Fingerprints are not always found, and fingerprints are actually also difficult to find as well. There's a bunch of techniques that we use in the lab. Uh, I haven't done yet, but I know we're gonna do hopefully, inshallah. And we've done some of them, such as dusting, the most common one. So there's like 3 different types of brushes, and there's different types of methods of them. I'll in another video, inshallah, I'll show you guys my lab book if I actually have it on me. I should have one of them for sure because I need to write down my notes. But yes, you still gotta do uni work outside of uni, guys. You gotta stay on top. You gotta stay on top. But I'll show you my lab book, and we can actually go through like some of the things we actually have done. I'll show you the things I can actually show, because some things I can't show for obvious purposes of school and stuff like that. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Stay tuned for Sunday scenes, and yeah, I'll catch you in the next video. Bye.